morning. We're going to get started in a few minutes. We're going to give a couple more minutes for a few people that we're expecting to hop on. Be right back. Hey everyone, I'm going to give it one more minute to see if anyone else is going to hop on, and then we'll rock and roll. I can't start my own video. Can you start it? Thanks. God, I love these Zoom settings. Good morning, everybody. My name's Allison, and I'm just so happy that you're here with us this morning. I'm honored to be sitting before you today and heading up this exciting project that I'm here to tell you about. I think we can all say that we've had a really rough year, but what I'm about to show you is sure to put a smile on your face and give us all the sense of hope that we crave so deeply right now. As we make our way through this 20-minute presentation, please submit your questions through the Q&A box, and we'll take 10 minutes or so to address them at the end. Let's get started. Like I said, my name's Allison Barron Brandon. I'm the founder and president of Wonderland Performing Arts. Since 2016, our company has had the privilege of providing arts education in the areas of piano, voice, acting, dance, musical theater, and more for over 460 students. We've produced 19 live theater productions, musicals, straight plays, and original shows at various venues in the Acadiana area since the winter of 2016. We've had approximately 7,500 audience members attend our productions over the course of almost 4 years. We were recently presented with an incredible opportunity by the Landry family, who are the owners of the South College Center. We are taking a big leap by building a new community-driven place for the arts. This new facility will include studio classrooms and a new performance space that can be used for live entertainment, traditional theater, dinner theater, receptions, conferences, lectures, and pretty much anything you can imagine. It'll be very versatile and it'll be virtual friendly. I'm here today to ask you to partner with us in building this incredible place for our community. We have many exciting and beneficial advertising sponsorship opportunities we want to share with you today. I'll start off by telling you a little bit about me, my relationship to Lafayette, and the current challenges our arts community is facing. Growing up in Lafayette, I attended public school. I went to Catherine Drexel, Broussard Middle, Como High, and continued at UL, where I attained my BFA in theater and performing arts. I had a wonderful relationship with music and dance during my childhood. I sang in church and public school choirs. I received dance training from local studios from the age of 2 all the way through college. The thing is, there wasn't a theater training program accessible to me prior to college. When I finally found theater, it absolutely changed my life. It felt like coming home. I was able to use all the things I was good at when performing, especially in a musical. I am always changed through theater experiences, whether I'm the performer, the director, producer, or the audience member. I always come out having learned something meaningful. I can say with confidence that it's the closest thing to magic I've ever experienced. It makes me sad to look back on my life and know that my first 18 years passed before I found my true love of theater and musical theater. I wanted to change that for future generations. I'm determined to leave this world better than I found it, so I got to work. After undergrad, I spent 5 years in New Orleans where I worked professionally performing in various theaters there, including Le Petit Theater and the National World War II Museum. I also got my master's in arts administration from UNO. I have traveled many times to New York to attend workshops with dance, theater, music, and Broadway professionals, such as Seth Rudetsky, Neil Patrick Harris, Audra McDonald, and so many more. After all those years of training and experience, I moved back home to Lafayette in 2013 to raise my family. I come from a long line of educators, so teaching is in my blood, and it seemed the perfect fit and the next step for me as a new mom. I taught at local dance studios, and I also taught for Lafayette Parish schools, but I wasn't fully satisfied with the restraints, and I felt inhibited on what I was able to accomplish with my students. So I founded Wonderland Performing Arts because our community was lacking high-quality theater training. We have lots of dance schools and music professionals who teach, but we did not have a place for people to go and learn all about theater and the lesser-known areas of the performing arts until now. I couldn't do anything I'm doing alone. I have the best team. My right hand, our VP, is Tabitha Roberts. We've known each other since elementary school. The proof is right here. We lived in the same neighborhood as kids where our favorite activity was playing Office. And now we are in our mid-30s and we play Office every day. Overall, Wonderland employs 19 faculty and staff trained in business, music, theater, dance, film, and visual arts. Our locally owned organization strives to uphold the highest quality of customer service, education practices, safety for our families, and cultural performing arts community enrichment. Our mission at Wonderland Performing Arts is instilling in our community a lifelong love of arts with innovation, originality, and ingenuity. Our goals are to educate our community in performing arts skills and the importance of art in the lives of our citizens with our classes and online presence, to provide quality entertainment and arts experiences for youth and adults in Acadiana with our live and streamed performances, to successfully pivot, evolve, and adapt during the years of the pandemic by incorporating visual art, film, multimedia, streaming, hybrid classrooms, and more into our performing arts production and education practices. And finally, to collaborate with other community organizations in an effort for the arts we produce to have the greatest impact possible. In the past, we have worked with so many local organizations like the Children's Museum, Acadian Village, Women's and Children's Hospital, Acadiana Center for the Arts, Muscular Dystrophy Association, Cité des Arts, and Zusiana, as well as many others. When we needed space or opportunities to perform, we collaborated with these organizations and were able to share proceeds and give back, and that feels really good. Something that makes us really special is that we are not your average startup. In the fall of 2016, I started my program with only 12 students. In the spring of 2020, our impact exceeded 460 students overall. This is a 3,892% growth rate in 3.5 short years. We offer a lot at Wonderland. We have 4 pillars we stand on, arts education being at the forefront. Our instructors want to help each student find and develop their passions. We offer classes in acting, dance, voice, piano, and musical theater. In a normal year, this would all happen in person, but this year, guess what? We had to pivot in a big way. This is where the innovation comes in. In addition to local teaching artists sharing their knowledge with our students, we were able to take advantage of a virtual online education platform and collaborate with huge Broadway stars. It was so exciting. We reached students worldwide, even as far as India, through connections that I've made in my own professional development. I'd like to share a little video with you now that demonstrates these stars working with students from Acadiana and across the globe.
It doesn't matter what age, you become something.
Give me a nice wide, tall sound.
This song sounds awesome in your voice. And think about how high of a stake song this is, right?
So even from home, I was able to love my job so much. I don't know if you recognize the people in the video, but they are a huge deal in the Broadway world. One of the women on there was Christy Altamar. She originated the role of Anastasia. And Alexa Green, who is a vocal coach to all the stars. She coaches people in Hamilton. She was in Wicked before. And there was also 2 stars, Desi Oakley and Christina Alabato, and they co-own Pop Rock Broadway. And Desi's been the lead in Waitress, and Christina's been Gretchen in Mean Girls. So it was really, really cool to get to speak with them and see them work with the kids and people from all over. It was just such a great experience. I'm going to harp on education a little bit more. It takes 20,000 hours to become an expert in a field of study. We offer and facilitate a wide range of classes to support one's desire to fine-tune skills in their chosen areas of the arts. And the arts are so much more than entertainment. Participating in theater, music, and dance encourages community involvement, making new friends, and having fun. It can also be very beneficial to the growth of a person. The arts allow us to connect with family, friends, and even complete strangers. Excuse me. Activities in the arts are wonderful for exercise, stress relief, social connection, and brain stimulation. Studying theater can provide you with a host of theater-specific skills. What many don't realize is that it can also provide you with a skill set that makes you a valuable asset for any professional organization. The ability to think on your feet, take criticism, analyze data, be adaptable to new environments, and so much more, including public speaking and presentation skills like these. There are many employable skills and career opportunities that come from having a background in the arts. After many years of theater and performance training and experience, one might be ready to pursue a job as a broadcaster, a teacher, a lawyer, executive director, counselor, and these are just a few ideas, but you get the picture. We've talked a lot about the benefit of the arts. And we've talked a lot about education because we're geeks. You might be wondering how Wonderland impacts the community in other ways outside of education. So let's discuss the other 3 pillars. Our second pillar is events. We love events. Wonderland has hosted many birthday parties, and our performers have even traveled downtown celebrating things like Bastille Day. Imagine with us the events we can host for the community in our new space. Our new performing arts venue will not just be for us to use. We're inviting other organizations to perform or hold classes and events in our space. We're looking forward to collaborating with the community in so many ways. Pillar number 3 is productions. Productions are super important to us. It's our way of putting all we've learned to the test and getting feedback from our audiences. Wonderland has 2 production companies for children to join to gain performance experience. Our kids company is for elementary kiddos, grades 2 to 5, and our junior company is for tweens and teens, grades 6 to 12. In a typical year, we produce 7 live stage productions. Some shows we've done in the past are Charlotte's Web, Aladdin, Frozen, The Jungle Book, The Little Mermaid, and tons more. We are extremely proud of our original works, written by our instructors and students too. Most of our most recent original show, titled The Swamp Monster, puts a Cajun spin on the importance of keeping our environment clean. And we're most recently partnering with Parish Proud to do a really cool community project. In the very near future, we have another goal of forming a semi-professional adult theater company for our community to enjoy as well. The last pillar is experiences. This is everything else we do. So far, we've worked with UL Opera Theater, and we've taken students on a trip to perform at Disney World. We have lots of plans for our new space, including working closely with Marcus Park and hosting retail pop-up shopping, interactive story time, workshops, camps, and of course, as many community collaborations as possible. Many of you here today may have never heard of Wonderland Performing Arts before, and here's why. Our current location is on Bendell Road, tucked deep inside a parking lot behind Cafe Vermilionville. We have no signage. Word of mouth has gotten us as far as we've gotten. We're going from being hidden on Bendell to being located at one of the 3 busiest intersections in Lafayette, the corner of Johnston Street and South College. In our current location, keep in mind we grew from 12 to more than 400 students in under 4 years' time. We cannot grow more where we are now. It is much too small for us. So we had to move. We began shopping around the rental real estate market for new space early last year, and we are so thrilled to share our big news with you. A little over a year ago, I met David and Stephen Landry. They took the time to listen to my ideas and helped me realize my vision. Wonderland is taking over the space that once was Walgreens, House of Fabrics, and most recently, Louise's Furniture. Lafayette has never had something like this. Our state-of-the-art facility will be equipped with classroom spaces and a fully functional performance venue for our education, events, productions, and experiences, all within the coveted South College Center, which provides safe, well-lit parking, restaurants within walking distance, and so much more. We are so excited. Let's take a peek inside. Here's an aerial view of the floor plan. The first room we're going to look at is our lobby area. This area will serve as drop-off and pickup for our classes and also as a greeting area for events happening in the space. Next is our mid-sized studio, which will be wonderful for acting, dance, and other group classes, as well as rehearsals and weekend happenings. Number 3 is our largest studio. It's going to serve us so well in so many ways. Next, we'll see our smaller studio for classes that can accommodate smaller children or classes that don't require as much large-scale movement. Number 5 is my dream come true, our very own performance space. I'm going to dive into more awesome details about this space in just a minute. Let's bump over to our music room. It's a tiny little room, but it'll be perfect for private lessons and recording music and even podcasts. Here we see our dressing rooms. We have 2. Number 8 shows our public restrooms. That's real fun. Number 9 is really exciting. This is our very own workshop and storage space where we'll be able to build our own sets, props, costumes, and be able to store them all under one roof. It is a production team's dream. We have traveled everywhere and lugging sets and props. We cannot wait to be under one roof. In the back of our space, we will have a staff break room, a single bathroom, and our staff office space, where all the behind-the-scenes magic happens. Real quick, we'll take a closer look at our classroom spaces. We can't wait to install proper sound equipment and all the necessary tools for arts classes and rehearsals. We are installing injury preventative flooring to keep our participants safe. As I promised, we are now going to discuss some more details of the performance space. Lafayette desperately needs another venue. The venues currently available in our area are either too small, too big, too far away, have limited availability, inadequate parking, or they're designed for music concerts and not live theater shows. Our space will be versatile, with a variety of seating options to accommodate traditional seating, but also the flexibility to become a space for dinner theater and even an open dance floor for parties. It's really going to meet so many needs. I'm going to install a really nice projector as well that can be used for theater backdrops, but also for presentations and lectures at meetings or trainings. Now let's move on to our safety features. We're going above and beyond for the families and patrons that use our space with top-of-the-line safety features. We're investing in America's #1 camera system and streaming app, Spot TV. We use a software system called Jackrabbit for our studio procedures, and Spot TV integrates with it. We're so excited because we will have cameras in every studio, our workshop space, and the performance space. The cameras will show what's going on at Wonderland to approved, password-protected viewers on their phones. It is kind of like doggy daycare if you've ever sent your pet there. Like you can check on your dog as they're at doggy daycare. It's kind of like that, but for humans. The really cool thing too is that the app offers live viewing for those unable to attend rehearsal or events. So if we're dealing with phase 3, we can offer spaced out seating in the theater, but we can also sell virtual tickets for people who are high risk or live out of town or didn't get an in-person ticket on time. To ensure the security of the entire building, we're working with Acadian Total Security. Families will need a code to enter the space so that not just anyone can walk in off the street. We're dealing with children much of the time, and we take this very seriously. There will be an exterior camera to offer extra security to our patrons as well. Lastly, for security measures pertaining to COVID-19, we are continuously following CDC guidelines to stay up to date with COVID awareness and protection. We are following all the changes and regulations to be the safest business possible. So the most important question, how are we going to make all of this happen? You've heard the story and you've seen the vision, so let's talk logistics. The Landry family, who I mentioned are fantastic landlords, are providing walls and the AC system, standard lighting, bathrooms, all that good stuff. Wonderland is responsible for the specialty flooring, theater lighting, sound equipment, technology, security systems, virtual integration ability, theater seating, basically anything that makes this space ideal for achieving our goals. Connection and collaboration are key for our successful impact. Our space will soon be buzzing with families and patrons. We are extending an opportunity for you to get involved at the ground level as we begin this new chapter. We have put together several levels of advertising sponsorship opportunities. I'll highlight some cool things and we'll send you a packet for you to fill out in return. We have a sponsorship level for everyone. We've also had a blast coming up with the tier names. We went with a Wonderland theme, of course. These sponsorships come with some pretty rad perks, and as we advance to the higher levels, keep in mind that the benefits stack, so everything new is plus what we offer in the lower tiers. We appreciate any amount that you can contribute to assist in our goal of creating this amazing place we're building. So you'll notice as we get a little higher into dollar amounts, we start talking about playbills, 12x12 signs on our community partner wall, in our lobby, and the Johnston Street digital sign. And I will have some visual aids in just a minute to give you a better idea of how beneficial to you this exposure is. We have 3 top tier sponsorships available. This one is exclusive to only 2 people or businesses. We are getting into studio naming rights. So if you'd like your family or business name to appear on the wall above one of our smaller studios, this Cheshire Cat level is for you. There are also only 2 Mad Hatter sponsorships available. These naming rights are for one of our 2 larger studios. The doors to these studios are near the front entrance and will be seen from the lobby. This final top tier sponsorship is exclusive to only 1 person or business. The Wonderland Queen or King of Hearts will have their name displayed above the doors of our incredible new theater space. There are 5 total top tier sponsorships, 2 Cheshire Cat, 2 Mad Hatters, and only 1 King or Queen. And these 5 people or businesses will also be featured on our window mural project. I'll go into the detail of these special features on the next few slides. Now you'll get to see firsthand what we're talking about in these sponsorship levels. Here are some visuals. First, we'll look at our gorgeous playbills. We print these for every show that we do. This example is obviously from The Little Mermaid, which we produced last summer. These playbills serve as our programs that communicate everything about our shows to the audience. We are so looking forward to the days of packed houses again. To give you an idea of how many people will see your playbill ad, The Little Mermaid was performed at Burke Theater on UL's campus. It was a sold-out show, which we performed 4 times. It seats 212 per show, so about 850 people received a playbill for that one show. In a normal year, we produce 7 shows, so our playbills provide a lot of exposure and show that you are supportive of the arts and culture in our community. The calendar of 1 year for these ads will start when we are able to produce a full 7-show season again. Here, let's take a look at what our beautiful lobby will look like. And with the help of incredible people like you, we'll get to make it so beautiful. On the right, you'll see what the 12 by 12 lobby signs will look like on our community partners wall. And the Giles sign above that studio door represents an example of what studio naming rights will look like. These signs will be customized to display your name or your business logo. Here's a closer look at the 12 by 12 signs. We will be ordering these and we'll customize them for you or your business. They'll be transparent for a sleek, clean look. When it is safe, we expect to have hundreds of people regularly coming through our lobby on a weekly basis for drop-offs, pickups, and event attendance. So these will give incredible exposure. The Johnston Street digital sign is pictured on the right. I'm sure you recognize it. This sign is located at the 3rd busiest intersection in all of Lafayette. Statistics show that over 60,000 cars pass this sign per day. As an advertising partner, we will spotlight your business here for the amount of time promised on your selected tier. The final feature I want to show you is the window mural. We will create original artwork featuring you or your business on this giant window area. The mural will serve as both a beautiful community piece featuring you and an alternative to curtains in the windows as a privacy barrier for people taking class in that front studio. Advertising with us works in your favor. As most of you probably know, your advertising expenses are 100% deductible. So let's get your name out there. That's the end of my slideshow. Thank you so much for coming today. We can't wait to work with you and help build one of the best places Lafayette has to offer. I will go over to the Q&A and see if you guys had any questions. Okay, there's no questions yet. I'll give it a couple minutes. I guess that means I must have been informative. How's my time? Not too bad. 25 minutes, I think. Oh, thanks, Victoria. Oh yeah, so you guys might be wondering, when is the space going to be ready? And so our landlords hired Brian Ducharme. He's a contractor, and he's coordinating everything. Originally, when we started the project, we were anticipating September, but due to coronavirus and just some delays and just, I think, the typical nature of construction in general, we're looking at early to mid-November. So we decided to push our class start date back to January, and we're just going to have open houses very safely, making sure not too many people are in the space at once. And we're going to give everybody a tour and show you around. So can't wait for that. We'll do those in November and December around the holidays. So exciting. Oh, thanks, Meg. How do we request sponsorship? Oh, I will absolutely take your email from Meg. You submitted your email to Eventbrite whenever you signed up, so I'll just get your email from there and send it over to you. Thanks so much for coming. If anyone else has a question, I'll give like 1 more minute and then I'll just let y'all go. Oh, I see a chat. I can't open it. Oh yeah, okay, I can open it. What ages? So we actually start at 3.5. So we sometimes make an exception. It kind of depends on, what the parent says about their kid. Definitely, want them potty trained, and So we have a pre-K 3 and 4 class that will do, it's called Intro to Performing Arts. So we give them a little taste of everything. So we do movement and we teach them like body awareness and like cross-body touch is really important for brain stimulation. So just like the very basics of dance and movement in that class. And then we also teach them like improv and acting games and how to form a story. So in normal times, we use puppets and costumes and props and storybook characters, and we create our own characters and our own stories and how they get along in the same world. And we always teach them about conflict and resolution. So we start at 3 and 4. They're so cute. And then we also sing with them as well. So it's a little snippet of dance and acting and singing all in one class. And then as they get older, we break it off into like strictly acting classes, dance classes. You can take piano or voice, and then you can also put all those things together in a musical theater study class, which is different than Intro to Performing Arts, because instead of learning those skills separately, you put them all together and you study musical theater, which is my favorite. I hope that answered your question. We have a lot of adults that request adult classes as well. We've done some in the past. They haven't taken off in a big way, but we're hoping to revisit that as well. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was like, "You should do improv with a twist. It would be so fun, like painting with a twist, but everybody comes and does improv." And I think that might work for us. So really all ages. Any more questions? All right, well, it looks like there's no more questions. Again, thank you so much for being here and for bearing with me. And I hope you all have an awesome weekend. Bye.